anyone surviving so far. No, they are not. Getting hit.
Look at goes forward. What a move! That's some late braking, and that's what you want to see.
Lots of pressure put on the McLaren driver, but he's dealing with it like a boss.
Nice. Push to talk test. Perfect. Right guys, so we have high chance that it's like 75% dry, or 25% wet, so I'm hoping for a wet race. Either way, it'll be a cold track, so it'll be good. Hello and welcome guys to the stream. Hope everyone is doing well, and today we have the Raceroom Championship. So I'm just gonna find the server now. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, some people were saying that their pace drop was quite big after they changed tires. Yeah, sorry, the people that didn't change tires were complaining about pace drop, and I was like, I didn't get any pace drop. But yeah, the Porsche was great there. But yeah, I was surprised that like Boothby and that changed tires in the wet, because they go for 2 hours, don't they? Maybe it was their setups. I just wish I didn't have a quali ban on Friday, because it would have been amazing to see how high I could have got up. I think there was a very high chance of it, to be honest. Yeah. Right guys, so let's just go out. We've got 7 minutes left of practice, and then we've got 10-minute qualifying, and then 2 20-minute races, if I remember correctly. So we're at Hockenheim today. Very nice track. Lots of hairpins, so a lot of overtaking opportunities, but also first lap can be very chaotic at this track because you get a lot of people sending it on the brakes, especially in the touring cars when you can lock up so easily. Yeah. Yeah. We can practice for Monday, or we can practice for SRO, or we can practice for Imola next week. I need to build the setup, so yeah. We've got a lot we can do on ACC. When's your NGK championship? Is that tomorrow? Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. So, I quite like the feel of this track for the touring cars. It's a really good car, good track for the touring cars. Pace isn't fantastic, but it's better, a lot better than it was last week. Not last week, sorry. Last round. Because there wasn't a race last week. So that is our out lap, so we can start doing some flying laps now. And that's it, valid. Track limits are a bit weird in the first corner, by the way, because I did the 2020 cars, I think it was, and the quickest time in the world went really wide into turn 1, and then I followed the exact same line and it invalidated it every single time. It's like they've updated the track limits in turn 1. Not sure if they've done it anywhere else, but turn 1's definitely a lot more strict. Yeah, it's weird they don't change the leaderboards when they update the track limits. With your braking technique, I'm not locking up anywhere near as much. But when I send it, I still do, occasionally. It's because my natural braking is just to slam it down and then trail brake. Whereas basically doing it the opposite in touring cars. It's the complete opposite. His PC got fixed. So yeah, Frank's racing. Well, he was in the first few races. Yeah. No, Frank was in the first few races, I think. And then his PC broke. I could be wrong, but I'm sure he was in the first round. At Red Bull Ring. Maybe I'm getting mixed up with another one, but I thought he just stopped because his PC broke. That sausage curb in turn 2 scares me because I've flipped the car so many times there in practice. Turn 1 doesn't scare me that much because you know it will flip you, but the turn 2 you don't have to clip it that much and it will flip the car just completely upside down. Oh dear. That was a big lock up there. I had a rather spectacular crash practicing here in turn 1. Yeah. I flipped like 3 times. Maybe 4. I took it so fast that I couldn't even save it either. It was just I had to accept my fate that I was gonna go flying. Ah, this is a rubbish lap. Big slide there and I locked up at the hairpin. Yeah, this is a very, very slow lap. And that's an invalid. Oh well. It was just a practice session anyway. I managed to lock up and just had a massive slide, so that was a very, very slow lap. Quali's only 10 minutes, I think, isn't it? I'm just going to check if Frank was in the first rounds, because I cannot remember now if he was or not. Wait, I don't see Frank in the standings. Oh wait, he is. It says he's in participants, but when you go to standings, he's not there. Maybe they removed him from the standings when his PC broke. How much fuel are we running? Yeah. Are we calling it? let's see what kind of lap times we can do. First lap, just get valid, get a good banker lap in, and then we can start trying to push for a good one. Unlike ACC, you can return to garage and just start from just before the final corner, so it makes quali a bit easier because you don't have to do an out lap. Oh dear, I flipped already. I flipped on the second corner. So we better not do that in the race. First corner, you got to use quite a bit of the track limits, but be very careful not to invalidate because it is fairly strict if you go over that curb. Fuel, I think we've got three laps of fuel in the car. Nice. That hairpin was a lot better than in the practice session. Bagas did a 49.9999999. Yeah, there's Simon with the 149.999. Just under the 150 by 1,000th of a second. That was a lot of nines, wasn't it? That was a lot of nines. First lap 49.4. Nice. Just trying to find the sweet spot of track limits on turn 1. It's a very fine line between. You can use so much of that curb in turn 1 that if you don't use enough of it, you lose like 2/10. Okay, let's go again. 6 minutes to go. Too much of a slide there. No point completing a lap when the first corner is already messed up. Qualifying in Raceroom is kind of like doing hot laps. In ACC it's a full session where you've got to do out laps and everything, whereas on Raceroom like that you just reset. It's a lot less realistic, but it gives you a better chance of actually getting a good lap together. Okay, there's a half tenth. First sector a bit rubbish there, 10th down. No, I've got a lot of time in the rest of the lap, so I just need to make sure that I'm up in the delta on the first sector. Otherwise there isn't any point doing the entire lap. Currently P8, which isn't too bad, but yeah, we've got a lot of pace still in the lap. Oh, really? Valid. Just need to get that first sector good. Improved by 7.5 tenths, and that would put us up 3 positions. Okay, that turn 1 was better. Much better. Tenth and a half. Bit of a lock up on the entry, but managed to save it. 3 tenths. Sorry, 2.5. I'm a tenth down on you in the first sector, 3 tenths up right now. After first sector. Okay, approaching 4 tenths. Hairpin was not as great. Lost about a tenth there. Okay, half a second up. Final sector coming now. Six tenths. Just under 7 tenths up. Sixth. Okay, 10th down in the first corner. 2 tenths, sorry. Got time for one final lap, I think. Well, actually, there has to be 1 minute and 48 seconds left when we cross the line, so I think there will be enough time. Just. Yeah. So we'll get one final lap. Turn 1 was rubbish. Oh, that's 3 tenths down now. I was about to say 2.5, but went up to 3 tenths down. Yeah, no point finishing that lap for me. I was 2.5 tenths down after the first corner. Oh, Gil beat me by like 1/4 of a tenth. That's painful. To be honest, the pace is a lot better than last week at least. That was 1.2 off. Nice lap by you. Considering I didn't get any practice this weekend and just did like maybe 2 hours practice. Wasn't actually too bad. 20-minute race and then another 20-minute race. So 12 laps of fuel. How many litres you putting in? Yes, me too. So it's funny how so many people are in the Cupra in this championship. It's Cupra dominated. I'm surprised that there's such a little amount of drivers now. Because there's 28 in the championship right now. Yeah, no one wants to race now that Luciano's won every single race except one. You should, considering you've won every single race, as long as you have a good race today, then you should be able to miss the final round, no problem. I just have to calculate the points. Right, just to double check, 32 litres. What brake bias do you use? 57. I was using 57.5, so that's pretty much the same. Right guys, so 35 seconds to race start. 20-minute race where we qualified. You too. And then race 2 is it the top 18 are reversed for race 2. Thanks. So yeah, it's top 18 are reversed for the second race. So the higher up we finish in this race, the lower we start in race 2, basically. So we'll see how we get on. I apologise in advance if I lock up at the hairpin and take out everyone. I've done it a few times in practice. Right, let's get a good start here. Okay, so staying in 7th. Clean start. Nice and clean there. Get a bit of toe from Gil. Number 99 really went deep into the airpin. Wasn't sure if Gil was actually going to make his braking point, so I just braked a little early there, lost a little bit of time. Still P7 after the first lap. Need to push a little bit and see if we can try make any more moves. If not, we can just try and follow and see if anything happens. Try and make sure we don't bin it on any curbs. I think Luciano said 12 laps for this race, so decent amount of laps because it's quite a long track as well. It's a minute 48 a lap, so there's quite a lot of laps. Oh, again, very deep there by the Cupra in front. See if he goes deep into the hairpin again. Might be able to make a move. Getting a nice little bit of slipstream there. Doesn't actually help the touring cars that much for some reason. Seems a lot more effective in like GT3. Definitely helps a little bit with the slipstream, but not that much. Oh, Frank took out Catalan into the hairpin. T-bone. They're both ballast drivers, are they not? Frank and Catalan. Oh dear. They broke the #1 rule of never hitting your teammate. Oh, no, sorry, that was Gil, sorry. Gil nearly took out Catalan again. I've got 4 cars in front of me all battling, so technically if they all take each other out, I get a podium. Let's go. Yep. So yeah, Frank in 4th and Catalan in 3rd are both also ballast drivers, so yeah, crashing into each other isn't ideal. I'm assuming Frank probably locked up, because it's very easy to lock up into the hairpin, and when someone locks up on your inside into the hairpin, it's kind of hard to avoid. If you're on the outside, you can't do that much. I think I'm quicker than 6th, I just need to get a move done. you try keep the pressure on, like Luciano said, then hopefully you can make a little bit of a mistake or a little bit of a lock up, especially into this hairpin. And I lock up. That was counterproductive. Didn't lose too much time, thankfully. A little bit of a lock up there. Yeah, Frank and Catalan are battling for the final podium spot. Yeah. Okay, so we lost a lot of time in the hairpin, but we at least stayed 7/10 behind for the rest of the lap. Oh, that was messy. Oh, he goes very deep into there, but I had to take my slowdown on the entry, so I didn't actually benefit that much there. Still, he's going to lose, I think, a bit of time. Since we're in the slipstream, we'll maybe gain a little bit here. When you look at the delta, it's hardly anything you gain in the slipstream with these cars. But then they're not that reliant on the aerodynamics at all, really, the touring cars. Whereas like GT3 and F1 cars benefit a lot from the slipstream because they're so reliant on the aerodynamics. Definitely lose a little bit of time to 6th in that middle sector. Definitely seems to be where we lose the most time to. Final sector and first sector we seem to stay with him, it's just that middle sector he definitely pulls away by a couple of tenths. I think the bulk of it is at the hairpin. Turn 4? I think the hairpin would be. Right, 1.2 seconds behind. See if we can close that gap up a little bit. See there, we gained just a fraction on him there, like half a tenth in that right hander, but I think he clipped the curb, which might be the reason. O'Gill's very deep on the brakes into the hairpin there. So were we as well, to be honest. Expected him to send it on the inside there, to be honest. Looks like Gill might need to start defending soon, which will definitely benefit us. Unless we have to start defending. Oh, there's 9th as well, just on the back of 8th. So we really want to try and pull away a bit. Don't want to end up in a three-way battle for 7th. P6 lost a lot of time to us in that final sector. I wonder if he had a little bit of a lock-up or a mistake. Because I think he was about 2.1 seconds ahead of us going into that final sector there. Dropped to 1.6. There we go, P8 and P9 are starting to battle a bit now, defending. So we're in a little bit of no man's land just now. That works better. Don't get so much of this one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think P5 started pulling away from P6 and P6 has pulled away from us again. Just starting to space out a bit. Luciano's still defending for the lead, it looks like. So it's so close in the top two. We've got P8 and P9 both right behind us. Is that P9 going to make a move into the first corner maybe? Might actually benefit us a little. Yeah, they're starting to battle a little bit behind us. So we're able to break away just a little bit. Still only 9/10 behind us, P8. But just out of slipstream, I think. We started to drop back now, 8 minutes to go. Definitely lost a lot of time. Oh, that was a bit of a lock up by me. Trying not to go too wide. Actually gained a little bit of time in that section there, surprisingly. Gained a little bit of time on that right hander there as well. Just a tenth or so. Good exit out there. Actually went into the green delta there. We were like 3/10 down at one point in the lap. Now we're about a tenth up, which is good. Finding a little bit of pace. It's the consistency we need though with these cars. Because they keep making little mistakes, just locking up. Not massively as much as we were in previous rounds, but still just little lockups, which is costing me time, and obviously tyre wear as well. Just the consistency with these cars and the braking. It's a completely different braking style with these cars. On ACC, you basically maximum braking force as quickly as possible, and then you slowly lift off the brakes as you get to the apex. Whereas with the touring cars, because they don't have ABS, you slowly build up the brake pressure and then let go. So it's basically the opposite way around. So it's not great for the muscle memory. And that hairpin I keep messing up. Just braking a little bit too late there. Didn't actually lock up that much, just braked slightly too late. It's going to give P8 right on my back now. Got 6 minutes to go, so 3-4 laps. Just need to defend this position as best we can. Pulled away again in the final sector, just pulled away a little bit. Gained a bit of time in the first corner there, took a little bit of a risky line. Because track limits are very strict there. If you think it's the blue and white curb, if you go over that, you can get either a slowdown penalty or a lap time validation, depending on if you gain time or not. And most of the time you will get a slowdown because you do gain time going wide there. That first sector though, we were 2.5 tenths up on our delta, which is good. That hairpin was a lot nicer. P9's starting to drop back a little bit. It's starting to space out again. Lifted off a little bit too much in that right hander. Still 3 tenths up on the delta. So a little bit of pace there near the end of the race. And a big slide there, which has lost like 2 tenths. That's such a nice hairpin, that, with the camber. Oh dear. Because you got the camber, you can take a little bit more speed into it. It's basically a miniature version of the final corner at Zandvoort. Still 8 tenths ahead of P8. This lap will not count. Why will this lap not count? Is that because I'm validated in final sector maybe? A little bit of slow down there. Just 2.5 tenths. Just lift off into the braking zone to get rid of it. And there we go. Three minutes to go, so I would assume 2 laps. Is it 2 laps to go this year? No, that was a really bad line. So we've got this lap and then 2 laps, Luciano says. Well, he thinks it is. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, let's try and hold on to this P7. Got 2 cars right behind me, so hopefully I can defend it before the end. Copy. Yep, 2 more laps after this. So try and defend these from these 2 guys behind us. Going to be trying not to lock up into the hairpins, so that's where they'll send it if they get a chance. Gain a little bit of time on that right hander just on the final corner there. Both of the just P8 went a bit over track limits there. He might end up with a slowdown. That's maybe why he's gone to the inside line, because he knows he'll have to slow down. Oh, he's hit the curb. Oh, that's going to benefit us massively. A little bit of bumping behind us. We've now got a 9/10 of a second gap. And the Cupra's also passed. Oh, they're going side by side again into the hairpin. This is great for us. Give us a little bit of breathing room coming into the final lap. There we go. So this is the penultimate lap, coming on to the final lap. 8.5 tenths of a second ahead, so we just need to try not make any big mistakes. Not have any big lockups. Should be able to hold this gap. There we go. P9's dropping back a little. He's maybe wrecked his tyres a bit trying to defend, or he's maybe just making a few mistakes in the dirt air. Well, to be honest, touring cars don't really get affected by dirt air. Keep that, mate. Luciano leading, P2 right on his back. We've got a nice 1.1 second gap. Yeah, just under 1.1 second gap coming onto the final lap. Just need to hold this gap. Should be all good. That was scary. Thought I might just flip the car there, clipping that curb. I've done it so many times in practice that I'm very scared of hitting that curb. Definitely didn't wreck my tyres as much this time because I'm still up on the delta in the first sector. Last few races I was locking up so much that wait, it's not going to let us finish the race. We don't have enough time to get to the end. That was the most stupid lockup. I just locked up and lost a position on the final lap, maybe two. 8th right now. Oh, that's painful. Just completely messed up. Yeah, it didn't let us get. We were on the final corner and it ended. Oh man, lost P8, P7 on the final lap. Good win by you though. Good win. Can't believe it. I just you know how you've got the really big hairpin at end of the long straight, and then you've got the left-hander hairpin just after. Yeah, well I came into that and just completely messed up my braking and lost both positions, and then managed to hold on to P8 on the final lap. Absolute pain, and I defended the entire time for the last few minutes, maybe, I don't know, 8 minutes I think I was defending, and then I just messed it up on the last lap. At least it was still P8. Good win by you though. Now it's reverse grid, so I'm not sure actually where I'm going to start. Am I not just going to start like P8 again, but it's different people in front of me? Because I finished the first race in P8 and it's the top 18. The top 18 are reversed, so now I'm just gonna have to try overtake. Simon is right in front of me. Oh dear. He nearly took me out at the last race and then crashed himself, and then complained about driving standards in the chat, and he nearly spun me. Right, have a good start. Come on, come on. Some of the slow guys don't have launch control, they lose so much at the start. Oh my goodness, this is chaos. Oh, I got put in a wall. I got put in a wall. Simon's miles wide. Oh, I don't think I got too much damage, but definitely a lot. Simon's on the grass right now. That was chaos. Oh, who got spun? Was that you? Two Cupras got spun. Ah, I'm getting squished. I don't know, 2 people got spun out. I don't know how many people are alongside me. Did I just go 4 wide or 3 wide? I can't see. Please brake, please brake, please brake, please brake, please brake. Oh dear, I got murdered. I just got murdered. This is bumper cars. First race was so clean. Oh man, my suspension's gone. I've lost a bit of my steering. Yep. I have to hold my wheels slightly squint. First race was so clean. What was that? I just got completely murdered twice. Put in the wall in first lap, and then don't know what happened to the hairpin. There was no one alongside me in the braking zone, and then all of a sudden I got spun on my inside. No idea who that was. Yeah, race 2's been a bit messy already. Yeah, it's like the slow guys are really defending. This is... oh, another crash. Goodness. Oh, I just got spun. Oh, I'm done. Someone just hit me on the inside, I think it was Gil, and put me into another car. I'm done. My suspension's gone. I've lost steering. I have to hold my wheel at about a 45-degree angle to go straight, and my front bonnet's gone. I don't know if there's any point in me finishing this race, in all honesty. Goodness sake. First race was so good as well, I was looking forward to this one. I like got completely punted on the inside and then sandwiched between a crash. Going into that final corner, not sure if you saw, but someone hit me on my right rear, and then someone spun on the outside into the final corner, and then I basically got punted in between the crashing cars. Oh, sorry, I have no braking or steering. I have no braking or steering. And my windscreen's gone. It's all cracked. Why? Why do I always end up getting collected in the crashes? Like, honestly. Why could I have not been like Hamilton and like avoided all that? Oh man, guys. I'm somehow keeping up with Gil, even though I've lost my suspension and my front bonnet is like halfway up my windshield. Maybe the broken car's OP. Less weight. More caster with this broken steering. I get a bit more caster angle. Oh, I'm losing it on the... I've got Biddulph right on my inside going into the first corner. He actually gave me some room. First car to give me room this entire race. That's my wheel straight. To drive in a straight line, it's... my wheel's got to go to the left. At least 30-40 degrees. If I let go of my wheel, it stays at about 40 degrees to the left. Can't believe how bad those standards were on first lap. Well, at least next week it's PLR, ACC, and not this. Because this is... Race 1 was good, clean racing, but race 2's just been a joke. Standards have been poor. Non-existent. I'm just gonna try finish the race, but I am struggling a lot. Just I have no straight line speed. And my left hand corners are incredible, but for the right ones aren't. Because it wants to turn to the left by itself. So the right handers are a little tricky. The right handers I understeer, but left handers are incredibly OP. Did you get any damage from that? You must have got a big chunk. Well, lucky you, because my windshield's gone, my suspension's gone, and my bonnet's gone. And I somehow am still ahead of the guy that beat me in the last race. I'm sure Kowalowski was pulling away from me in the first race, and he finished 6th. And I'm just slightly keeping ahead of him, unless it's a straight. Cannot believe how... Those in the official stream are probably thinking my defending's really bad, but it's just that I'm not able to turn properly. Yeah guys, so I do apologise for this second race. This driving standards have been basically non-existent. First race was really nice, really clean. Second race has just been absolute chaos. From the first corner we got put in the wall and then murdered into the hairpin. It was just a bit chaos. To be honest, I didn't actually add that much damage. It was from that final corner when I got punted into someone else spinning. That's what completely destroyed my car. Up till that point it was just a bit of bodywork damage. How high are you already? Oh nice, P1 already. Yeah, you definitely don't have damage. I'll need to see my stream replay at my steering angle. I'm turning left on the entry to a right-hander, so my car's straight when I brake. At least for the long left-hander I can just let go of my wheel and it turns by itself. Exactly. And the long left-hander just before the big hairpin, it just turns by itself. But yeah, the only way to keep... Yeah, it appears so, doesn't it? Definitely. Nope. I think he's 6th or 7th or 5th. 11th. I'm just falling behind. My car's destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Playing Dodgems tonight? Yes, pretty much. Race 1 very clean, and then race 2 just it looks like people forgot how to drive. It's been absolute chaos. Thankfully, this is our last race of this championship. The final's on Monday next week, but we're starting a new ACC league then. Luciano, if he finishes the championship, finishes this race, he'll win the championship even if he misses the final 2 races on Monday next week. So we're doing ACC championship, which is the simulator we normally drive, so hopefully the racing is a bit better next Monday. Race 1 was quite good, very clean driving. Some good battles, and then race 2 it's just we've been absolutely destroyed. Still able to drive the car kind of, but it's to drive in a straight line I've got to do that. To drive in a straight line. If I put the wheel straight, it goes to the right. It's very weird. We've got just under 10 minutes left of the race at least, so we don't have too much longer left, sorry. Yeah, this is really weird to drive. Because going into a right-hander, I have to turn left on the entry to keep my wheels straight, because the suspension's knackered. Yeah. Definitely don't drive my own car like this. I think if the suspension broke, I would take it to the garage. I would not try driving it like this. And I definitely would not drive it on a track with this kind of driving standards. Because my car is just being absolutely destroyed on that first lap. Need to have a look at the replay and see what happened, but even like the hairpin on the first lap, I came into it, knew there was no one on my inside, turned in, and then someone just completely locked up into the side of me. So I need to see the replay and find out who and what happened on the first lap, because it was just absolute chaos. And I got put in the wall in the first corner. Ended up just put into the wall in the first corner. Oh, I've got no steering there as well. Yeah, I'm just falling further and further back this year. Just car's dead. I'm just driving it to finish the race at this point and get the points. But I'll probably be last at this rate. Because, yeah. Car's destroyed. It's amazing how good this driving standards were in race 1. Like, such a clean first lap, and then race 2, it's just everyone forgot how to drive. It looked like complete change. You wouldn't be able to know it was the same league. Like, complete change of driving standards. Trying to get to the end of the race now. Got just 6.5 minutes to go. Just got to get the car to the end. Struggling to steer right. I'm battling for P11 right now, and he's also got a destroyed car. But just a little bit less destroyed than mine. So he's trying to pass. Simon's in P13, so he either got... His car doesn't look too bad, so he maybe got spun, I don't know. To be honest, he was like driving on the grass around the outside on the first lap, trying to make up as many positions as possible, so... If he's annoyed, then also he has to take a bit of blame on it, because yeah, he was literally on the grass trying to drive on the outside going into the second corner, so yeah, that was just really poor driving standards. First lap, I couldn't believe how clean it was in the first race compared to the second one. That's my biggest thing. It was like first race, super clean, no collisions first lap, then race 2, everyone takes everyone out. Yeah, turn 1 there was crashes, turn 2 it was chaos, turn 3 at the hairpin it was chaos, and then final corner it was chaos. Well, Simon definitely doesn't have anywhere near as much damage. His car looks brand new. In my rear view mirror, that is also... It would be good if it showed the rear view mirror is cracked as well, because the front windscreen is cracked. So it would be actually really good graphics if it was. Oh, he's so much faster on the straight. Oh, I'm at 25 instant points thanks to that first lap. I better be careful that I don't get disqualified. 30. So if I get off tracks or one more collision, I'm basically disqualified. if I get an off track in one collision. Because it's 4 instant points per collision, isn't it? Yeah. Simon, please don't hit me. Please. Please. I'll get disqualified. You don't want the streamer disqualified, because it's bad rep for the league. Especially if it's the admin that takes them out. Simon's the admin of the league. If I end up disqualified because he goes into the back of me, that would not look very good. Yeah. But yeah, because the first lap was so messy, we got so many instant points, because you get 4 for every collision. We're on 25 instant points, so we get another collision, that's 4 more points. And then off track is 1 point, so there's a high chance we get disqualified before the end of the race here. I'm still defending even though my car is falling apart. Oh, Simon! No, it was just a bit of a door up. Thought he was going to push me onto the grass there. Oh, he's gotten past. Just feels so weird turning left into a right-hander though. We got the switcheroo on us into the hairpin. Thank goodness. This is actually painful to drive this thing. Oh, Simon went deep into the hairpin. I get a position back just before the final lap. Let's go! I'm P11 onto the final lap with half a car basically. Where's Simon going? He's just went and parked. Oh, he disqualified. Oh, he must have got back some instant points. Oh, he's going to be fuming in the chat. Absolutely. I might like to stream the chat at the end of the race, because I think it's going to be popcorn worthy. Everyone will be rather furious. Oh my goodness, the Audi nearly flipped behind me. That was entertaining, looking in the rear view mirror. I got an 8 thousandths of a second slowdown on the final lap. 8 thousandths of a second. How did I gain 8 thousandths of a second by cutting that curve? Well, this is a race to forget. I was hoping I was actually going to get through the field as well, because pace wasn't too bad in the first race. And I nearly got rammed by an Audi. That would have disqualified me as well, because I'm on 26 incident points. That was close. Did you get the win? Nice. Well done. I'm just surprised I got to the end of this car. I mean, if you look at my stream replay, it's just destroyed. I'm just glad to get to the end in this one. I didn't get disqualified for instant points. I'm on 26 out of 30. Goodness sake. Well done though. Well done. Getting the win there. I'm so surprised you survived without a lot of damage on that first lap. Because my car was destroyed. Need to send the results to Pepe because he hasn't seen this stream, that there's a stream for this. Did you get the results to send him? Well, there we go, guys. What to say except that was absolute chaos, in all honesty. Race 1, really good. Some clean racing. Lots of good battles, but yeah, race 2 was just a bit of a joke, to be honest. So yeah, we'll do some more racing on tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream. I would think I will be able to in the evening. But yeah, this week basically we've got to try and see what our pace is for SRO qualifiers. We've got to prepare the setup for the 6 hour of Imola next week. We've also got to prepare for Monday next week for the first round of the PLR World Tour. So I want to really practice for that because it's first round. I want to get a good amount of points for it. And then obviously the 6 hour of Imola next week is quite important. And then we've got the SRO qualifiers just to see if we've got good enough pace to really try and qualify. Because obviously that's the highest level of competition on ACC. So it's worth just seeing where our pace is, because last year we had no chance, whereas this year our pace has improved a lot. So now we're like between 7 and 5/10 off at some tracks from the best. So we'll have to have a look and see if our pace is good enough to qualify or not, but we'll wait and see. And we'll try to get some of that done next week. But as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed.